America, quite a few of academic agencies join network of institutions to help build semiconductor workforce. What's your opinion on this training pipeline?
I think this is a very good initiative because in the end of the day, when it comes to semiconductors, it's all about highly specialized expertise. I think it's great, but I think Europe is not in the position to do something similar right now. Because it's very much when it comes to education, there's a lot being still done by member states. So you would have to create European. The Commission has some initiatives there, but there is much less the Commission can do to really to push that ahead because the member states are largely empowered to do that themselves. So you will have more like a German sort of push for it. Also, there's how many different languages there are in Europe. It's just harder to build like a common training program, and of course very different academic traditions and research traditions too. So I think it's great what the US are doing. And now, of course, the Belgian Research Center, IMEC, that's already there's some great initiatives for sure. But I also see the limitations that Europe has in this respect. And I think more needs to be done to really bundle initiatives there. But I see it's harder to get this through than, let's say, if the US or China are doing that.
Do you think the crisis response toolbox will contribute to the resilience of the global semiconductor industry?
Well, I think this is really that third chapter is really about emergency situations. It's not something that will be easily applied. And I think the Commission is also very clear about that. Nevertheless, in the industry, it causes concern. Yeah, as you say, there could be a reciprocal response from other countries. What they're basically doing is that those foundries that have benefited from EU subsidies, they need to then supply EU industries first, and then also that's amounting to export controls, and then of course the joint procurement of chips by the Commission. But I think the main issue is about the export controls, and I think the problem here is that other countries, they would do exactly the same. The thing is they don't write that into their laws, And if you write laws, then you create expectations. And I think that makes it so controversial. The problem here is that the EU is like a collection of states. And if you don't write something in law, member states will have different interests once the crisis comes. And then it will be hard to move ahead. So that's why they do that. But I think in general, this is nothing super special. I think every country would act in that way. The whole problem is that it creates insecurity or some sort of expectations. Some countries that you will be cut off from supply from elsewhere, and I think that's the problem with it. I do understand why they put this in place. I think something like that ideally would be done more ad hoc when a crisis hits. But having these 27 states, it's very hard. So I think. In that respect, I think there is a justification for an instrument like that.